Hey guys, Metal Viking 82 here, back to show off some more plunder that I have acquired here recently. Just realized it's been like a month or so since I've actually done an update. And, I've gotten a few things. I don't really have too many CDs to show this time around, strangely. I got more movies than I did anything. But I do have stuff coming in the mail, and one of the things I'm going to show is kind of a big edition of an album that just came out here in 2016. And, so, yeah, like I said, this one's going to be mostly horror movies because, as I've stated previously, I'm going to start showing off the new horror movies that I acquired here recently, whether they're old releases or new releases or whatever. And not sure if you can hear it in the background, but I'm listening to Of Darkness by Therion on cassette. So, yeah, going old school today. But to get things started, I found myself enjoying the first movie of this series and decided to pick up the next two, see how good they were, because I've heard from a lot of people that actually the following ones were a lot better than the first. But I got The Purge, Anarchy, and the latest one, Election Year. Really looking forward to watching these. I haven't had a chance just yet. In fact, I haven't had a chance to watch several of these, though, of course, in the past I have watched them. Got a classic here, and with the, almost dropped it, with the reissue, or remake, I guess you can say, coming out here soon. I wanted to get the original. That's Stephen King's It on Blu-ray. Again, like I said, just a classic. Next is Creepshow. Got most of these relatively cheap because of, the Halloween sales and everything. And I do like the Creepshows. The second one, I believe, is the one that has one of my favorites, little shorts or whatever you want to call them in it. And it's the one with the Indian statue outside of the store that comes to life and basically goes after the thugs that killed the old couple that ran the store. I always thought, or I don't know if I think they killed the wife and just left the guy. If I remember right, they killed the wife, left the husband injured. It's been so long since I've seen it, but that one was always my favorite. But I do like the first Creepshow as well. And saw this in there for $12, and I haven't gotten any of these movies. I don't even think I have a DVD of any of them. I might have a couple of them on DVD, but the complete Saw collection, yeah. The Saw movies to me seem like they got better and better as they went along, and I actually just saw last night they're actually making a new one, an 8th film, so definitely looking forward to checking that one out, but I couldn't pass up the entire collection for $12. Next is The Cabin in the Woods. Got this for, I think, $4 at Target, of all places. And I did track down a copy of Fender Bender on Blu-ray, finally. Great throwback slasher film, I think. Definitely give this one a watch. God, please just saying give it a listen because I mostly talk about music, but... And this one, I was like, it was alright. But again, it was a really cheap price, and I've had a couple people tell me to watch it, and that's Annabelle. It's okay. Then I got The Uninvited. Pretty decent. Oh, I loved this one, and that's The Wolfman, starring Benicio del Toro and Anthony Hopkins. I remember when I saw the trailers this long time ago, I thought it was going to be such a great movie, and I was not disappointed. I thought Benicio del Toro did an amazing job in this movie. Definitely check this one out. We have Rest Stop, Dead Ahead, the Uncut Edition. I've always wanted to see this movie, and it was pretty good, but there was like a couple parts that I'm just looking at the the lead character. I'm like, man, you are a dumb bitch. I mean, come on. Like there's a part where she's got a cop's gun right there, and the killer gets out and walks right by her, and all she had to do is pick up the fucking gun and shoot him, and she just sits there and stares at him and lets him get back in his truck and drive away. It's like, how stupid are you? But overall, pretty good. And this one here has become one of my all-time favorite movies here recently. I picked this up on a whim, and I was not disappointed with it at all. And I highly recommend that you guys watch this one. And that's Lights Out. Oh my God. Probably one of the best movies I have watched in a while now. Definitely worth checking out. And got a few reissues here. This one I've never seen, but everybody told me I should check it out. That's Chopping Mall. And I paid a little more than I wanted to for this, but everywhere I looked, it was about the same price, so I just went ahead and picked it up. looks really cool, and I don't know, I just really like that cover art. I just think it's kind of cool. This one, really happy to get again. I paid more than I wanted to, but everywhere I looked, same price, so I might as well just pick it up. That's Eaten Alive. This was Tobe Hooper, who directed the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I believe this was his second film that he made. He made this pretty much right after Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And I was lucky enough to find the DVD, which, if I remember right, is out of print and has been for some time at a half-price book. And I came across, that this had been reissued, and I was like, yep, I've got to get this. Has Robert Englund in a small role. He pretty much even has the very first line in the movie, so definitely check this out. And this one I just finished watching just a few minutes ago, and I've been looking for the Blu-ray of this, and I only ever saw a UK edition, so of course I don't have a region-free player, so I wouldn't be able to watch it. And I thought, well, shit, it's probably never going to get released on Blu-ray here in America, because a lot of times that seems to be the case. But Mortician put a post on Facebook saying that they had been asked if they could use one of their songs could be used for the Blu-ray edition of this movie. And so I was actually able here recently to track it down on Amazon. I bought it off of a seller, and that's the 30th anniversary edition of Slaughterhouse. And yeah, for a Blu-ray, I mean, the quality is still not like as crisp as you would think for a regular Blu-ray, but compared to the DVD, it actually looks a lot better. I mean, you can still tell it's an old film. It's released in what? I know it's back in the 80s, but I don't remember exactly when. And I wish they'd have used the original cover art for the like they had on the DVD, but you can't always have what you want. And it would have been nice too, because a lot of these new reissues that are coming out have reversible artwork. They'll have like a new artwork that's been commissioned, and then you can flip it around and have the classic artwork displayed if you so desire, which I wish they had done that with this, but that's a small gripe. Still, really classic 80s slasher film. Check out Slaughterhouse if you've not seen it. Alrighty. Now, that fell over. Now on to the CDs. First one is The Pretty Reckless with Who You Selling For. Call it a guilty pleasure if you want. I do enjoy The Pretty Reckless, so as you can see, it is in packaging that I absolutely hate. So, other than that, I've only listened to it once. It's pretty good so far. This one I've spun several times, and I absolutely fucking love it. That's Brotherhood of the Snake by Testament. Such a killer album. Having Steve DiGiorgio and Gene Hoglan on this just absolutely makes it. And of course, Chuck Billy's never sounded better, I think. Definitely one of the best albums to come out this year, for sure. Next is one that I've been wanting to get for a little while now, and I don't believe I showed this one before. I could be wrong. I may have shown this before. If I have, I apologize. At least you get to see it again. And that's Denner Sherman with Satan the Tune EP. Really, really good material. It's good to see Denner Sherman doing something again. I wish, of course, the classic lineup of Merciful Fate would get back together and put out some new material, but this will have to do. Next one, I got to thank my buddy Pete, the Guttural Monk, because he did an update here recently, and I saw him show this, and immediately, as soon as he said where he got it from, I paused the video, went on Dark Descent, and I ordered this, because I've been wanting to get this for a long, long time. That's Mythic Anthology. And if you don't know who Mythic are, they were an all-female doom death band, and features Dana Duffy from Demonic Christ, excuse me. This was her project before she started this one, and yeah, this stuff has been out of print for a long, long time. I know at one point there was talks of reissuing everything, and there were some legal issues, and so finally, apparently, those got resolved, and here we have the official anthology release, which contains their blown EP and some, I think it's like a demo and a rehearsal about pretty much the only thing they ever put out. So this is pretty much every piece of material that they've ever put out in one package, and I'm very happy to have this. So Pete, thank you so much, dude, for showing that. If you hadn't shown it, I would have never known this was available. And the last thing I got, which is the biggest piece that I have to show here, is something I've had on pre-order for a while, and these guys are one of my favorite bands. They were one of the first, quote-unquote underground bands that I discovered when I was really starting to get big into metal. And when I saw this version available, and it was actually at a pretty decent price, I just had to get it. And the album in question, set this back down, is the new Hammerfall, Built to Last. As you see, this is the 2-disc digibook edition. Comes with a bonus DVD. And, of course, I had to go all out this time around, especially for the cheap price, and get the wooden box edition. And this box is actually very nice quality. I really love the gold foil Hammerfall crescent or shield, whatever you want to call it. And this came with let me get that down here. And in fact, there's one piece that I forgot. Give me just 1 second. And I'm back. And as you can see, it came with a signed picture, which I have already framed. Excuse me. Get that door closed. But yeah, so very happy to finally have, you know, Oscar and Joaquin's autograph. I love this band, so there. Also came with a little necklace. And hard to get out of there. Give me a little 7-inch single for the track You Win or You Die. And this came on gold vinyl. And it also came with an absolutely fucking massive flag, if I can get it the right direction. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show all of this. I probably have to stand up to do it. Yeah, see, I can't even get it all in the frame. And, yeah, I have been racking my brain trying to figure out where to hang this damn thing. And, I still have no idea where I'm going to hang it. It's just so fucking massive. I have no clue where I'm going to hang that, but I will eventually find a spot. So, yeah, that's going to do it for this Viking Raids. And, like I said, more movies and music this time around. Probably not going to be that way the next time I actually do an update. Like I said, I've got some stuff coming in the mail. And, you know, I'm going to go out probably tomorrow, see what I can find. I got tomorrow off as well as today. So, yeah, that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. And until next time, stay brutal.